New traders often chase the elusive holy grail, the perfect indicator that guarantees profits. They seek simple buy and sell signals, promising easy money. But the truth is, indicators are good and worth it, but not all the time. Over the past 3 months, I've been able to achieve an 87% win rate with a huge profit without using a single indicator. You might be skeptical, but I've done this live in the presence of many of my insider traders. It's not flashy or secret formula, but it's been crucial to my full-time trading career. So as you watch this video, I hope we can put our egos away and learn one of the most important concepts of trading that applies in any trading situation. So guys, if that's something you're interested in, as always, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you my simple daily price action strategy. Now, to succeed at scalping, you need to master 3 key steps that many traders overlook. These steps are essential for full-time trading. Here are my 3 steps to profitable scalping. The first one is finding a stock with momentum. The second is sticking to one setup. And the third is waiting for confirmation. We'll dive deep into each step, so don't worry if you're unfamiliar with the terms. Now, starting with the first one, finding a stock with momentum is crucial for successful day trading. You will always want a stock that will move significantly within the first couple of hours of trading. Avoiding stocks that are consolidating will help you focus on high potential opportunities with good risk to reward ratios. So to identify these stocks, we need to analyze the broader market picture. We will have to create a dissertation for each stock based on its longer-term trend, where liquidity is concentrated, potential price targets, and any upcoming news events. This analysis will help you build a system for selecting profitable scalping opportunities. Forget about quick, rich signals. I want you to learn how to trade effectively. By the end of this video, you'll have a system for profitable scalping. The first step to finding profitable stocks is understanding their trend. You've probably seen the basics: uptrends, downtrends, and sideways trends. Upward trends show you the higher highs and higher lows, while downward trends show lower highs and lower lows. Sideways trends or ranges have equal highs and lows. For scalping, sideways markets are no good. We need stocks with strong momentum, either up or down, to generate quick profits. Now, we are going to use this example throughout the slides, and I will explain the example and what I see on this chart. Now, here on the chart, you can see that what we have here is an uptrend. And it's very simple because it had moved to a range like this, then it swept liquidity, and now it's downtrending. So how do I see that we had a clear uptrend right here? As we can see, we are making higher lows and higher highs. And then we created our pivot high or our swing high here. Then we came back down and we created the low. Okay, so this is a higher low. This was the previous higher low down here. We moved up, and then now we are creating this higher low from this previous higher low. And because we created this, we see an impulsive move to the upside, and then we see a little bit more consolidation. Now, in between consolidation or sideways action, I do not want to trade the range because the asset simply doesn't have momentum in between these levels, right? We can see that we are just ranging. And then what happens? Well, when we come to the upside, we break above this previous high with a big bullish momentum candles. So what were buyers doing here? Well, breakout buyers were trying to break the asset above that level, and therefore they were trying to close it above that level for continuation in the trend. However, sellers came in with this big bearish candle, and they were able to close below the high with big body bearish candle, very weak. Therefore, this shows us that this asset sellers are a little bit more in control. So we swept liquidity, and then we came to the downside. And what happened? We were actually able to get a candle close below the previous low. So this is the low. This is the change of character that we needed, and we actually were able to create a low and close the candle below the low. That is very, very important. Now we would be looking much more at a short position because we understand that the asset wasn't an uptrend when the price was consolidating because it swept liquidity up here, and now it's moving to the downside. Now that we understand the trend of the market, we need to understand where is liquidity sitting and is there any objective to fill based off this chart here after we've broken this low. What's the next level that we can get to? Well, if you know how the market moves based on liquidity levels. And liquidity levels are simply where the most buy or sell orders are. So on this chart here, it's very clear that this previous higher low was where the most buyers are sitting, because this was the previous higher low before an impulsive move to the upside. And because of this, buyers are sitting in this area because they never got filled, right? Some buyers did not get filled in this area because of this impulsive move that occurred. If the asset price does gravitate to the downside, the price is most likely going to go to the next liquidity zone or area, which is going to be this previous higher low. If we are looking for an entry for a short position near this previous low, we would be targeting this previous higher low. Lastly, we must ensure that there is no news regarding the pricing of the asset you want to trade. As you can see here, we are checking the news, but I'm just using the Forex Factory. You can use different websites to actually check for news. But here we are looking for these red folder news because red folder news is what moves the market. These yellow folder news stories don't really mean too much to the market because they don't affect it very much. We are only looking for the red folder, but we can see that the day we are trading, there is no red folder for news, and therefore, the stock doesn't have any catalyst. Sometimes, when the stock does have a news catalyst, the technical analysis isn't respected because the news catalyst is going to push the stock one way because of the news rather than the technicals. And it's very important to check when a market has a news catalyst, if it has earnings or if the overall market has a catalyst such as an FP or anything like that. So this is how you find a stock with momentum and ensure that it is a good stock to trade. So far, the stock we're looking at is a perfect stock to trade. It has no news, we have a clear trend on the markets, and it is not ranging now after we've decided all that. Now, moving on to the second step, which is to always trade one setup as a new trader. You need to pick just one trading strategy. I know this might sound simple, but it's really important. To be successful in trading, you will have to focus on mastering one or two trading setups. Not trying to do everything at once, so starting out, it's best to stick with just one. Once you're really good at that, you can try others. Normally, you have to zero in on just one setup at the beginning. I have mastered a variety of setups that I can trade, but they all rely on the break and retest system that I trade. As a result, I trade the break and retest system, but I also have a variety of setups within it that I can trade. If you're not yet profitable and you're still switching between setups, I advise you to stick to one or two setups, as I mentioned earlier. To trade daily, traders must decide on a setup, such as the pre-market high or low 5-minute opening range, structure break retest, or previous high of day and low of day retests. It is crucial to understand which setup to trade after back testing it. In this example, the previous high of the day or low of the day levels are used. The previous high of day or low of day strategy, or the 5-minute opening range strategy, is similar, as it focuses on breaking out the previous high of the day and then retesting for a push to the upside, or waiting for the low of the day to break, and then retesting for a push to the downside. In this example, because we are breaking on that low of day, this is the example we would be looking for. We're looking for the low of the day retest off this specific level, looking for, of course, that previous higher low that we had earlier as our profit target. Now that we know which setup we trade, we need to understand one very crucial thing, and that is waiting for confirmation. Now, in this scenario, what will be the best way to enter this trade now? Or how will you enter this trade to be able to catch a good risk to reward? Before I will show you the best approach to this kind of case, go to the comments down below right now and tell me what you will do differently to get the best result. Now, here on the chart, you can see that when the price came up like this to this point, it had a pullback. But when then the price later broke above the previous high that was created by the pullback, and now it is coming back for the retest of the previous high that was created, and at the same time, the pivot point. Moving on, when the price finally retraces back to the previous high, you would start looking for confirmation. And then, when you got this bearish hammer candlestick, and you know that a hammer candlestick suggests or signifies that start or continuation of a bullish trend. And because of that, you could have placed a long position tool at this bullish candle here and put the stop loss to this point, and then extend the profit target to a 4:1 risk to reward ratio. Now, when you press the replay button, you can see that the price moved up aggressively with multiple bullish candlesticks, in this way, hitting our profit target. As we can see, that trade would have worked out very nicely. Of course, just to reiterate, we had stronger confirmation on this trade, and that's why the trade went to our direction. We had a clear uptrend with a clear pivot point. We retested the pivot point, and the hammer candles showed that buyers were continuing to hold the stock above the pivot point. So now that I've explained in detail those 3 steps on how to profitably scalp in the financial market, let's go look at a real trade example to really solidify this concept. But before we do that, let's first of all talk about the Tubit crypto exchange, the best crypto trading platform. Now, I've been using Tubit crypto exchange for quite a long time ago. As you can see here, this is my live account on the Tubit crypto exchange. The reason why I think Tubit crypto exchange is a great crypto exchange is because they have the lowest maker and taker fees in the market, and they offer different opportunities to make huge money in the crypto market, ranging from the spot trading to derivative and copy trading. Now here on the coin market cap, you can see that Tubit exchange has over $11 billion derivative trading volume and over $76 million in assets. And these are the assets that they have available for you to trade. For those of us who love high leverage, Tubit crypto exchange offers a maximum leverage of 1 to 150x. And if all of this isn't enough, they're also going to give you over a $30,000 deposit bonus for all your first deposits of between $100 all the way up to $100,000. That's if you use the link in the description to register. So you can see that I have a live futures perpetual trade still running. So if you want to copy my trades, just register with the link down below and search for Digit Money on Tubit Copy Trade platform. Now to access the bonus as well as all the other benefits I have listed in this video. Well, sign up to the Tubit exchange using the link in the description. Now let's move back to the video. Here's an example of a valid trade entry opportunity using the 3 easy scalping steps that we have been discussing. On this chart, we are on the price chart of gold with the US dollar currency pair. It is very similar to the first example that I have been using to explain the easy scalping steps in this video. Here is a clear moving uptrend with the previous high of the day and a low of the day. You can see that the price was in a clear uptrend before it moved into the price level, and the price started ranging here. And then the price broke above the previous high of the day 2 times, but it failed to continue in the upward direction. Instead, it collected liquidity and reversed. And then when the price got to the low of the day, it broke the level with high momentum and with big body bearish candles. Then we waited for this retest of the low of the day level, together with other confirmations, so that we can enter in on a short trade. When the price retraced back to this level, you got this inverted hammer candlestick pattern, which shows that sellers are in control of the market more than buyers. And then you could have placed a short position tool at the close of the hammer candle, and then put your stop loss at this high, and extended your profit target to a risk-to-reward ratio of 1:4.22, which is equivalent to the significant higher low before the price spiked up into the range. Then, when you play the price forward, you can see that the price moved down aggressively with multiple bearish candlesticks. In this way, we hit our profit target. As we can see, this trade would have worked out very nicely. To clarify, of course, the reason the trade went according to plan was because we got stronger confirmation on this one. There was an obvious upswing and a pivot point, and this is profitable trade using the retest of the previous high of the day and low of the day. And this will bring us to the end of the video. Please don't forget to register with the Tubit crypto exchange to trade your crypto asset and other things related to cryptocurrency. Using the link in the description down below to register will help to support this channel. Now please remember to do backtesting to see how profitable this strategy can be, and this strategy can be more effective on the lower time frames and the higher time frames, and it can be used with all the different assets. Just make sure that you apply all the rules that I discussed in this video. Please, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.